Flashback.
That's all the tech that I have for this video, but don't worry, I'm already working on the next video, so hopefully it won't be too long until that comes out. So, about that, whoops. I'm really sorry it's taken me this long to make a follow-up. I could make a million excuses on why I haven't uploaded, but it really wouldn't be fair to anyone watching. The important thing is that I'm back, and I come with a lot more quick notes on our favorite silver-haired demon. I don't want to take too much of your time, so without further ado, let's get into those notes. Has this ever happened to you? Zafina's Tarantula stance is one of the slipperiest stances in the game, making many mid-attacks whiff even at point-blank range. However, this stance is very risky for her to go into on block, so with proper knowledge you can punish her hard for even attempting it. Lee's best option for punishing her stance transitions is up back 3. This is a low hitting mid that also tornadoes airborne opponents. Whilst it will only knock her down if she cancels the stance, if she presses or moves, she will always be floated for a combo conversion. This situation does however change if Zafina is in heat, since in this mode her Tarantula down forward 1 has armor properties that will beat up back 3. Instead, it is smarter to call her out with down 3, which will hit her out of the attack and give a counter hit combo on the armor move. Hwoarang's right foot forward, down forward 3 is one of the most oppressive moves in his arsenal, being a heat engager with huge range, homing properties and being +1 on block. Combining this with the fast counter hit options he has afterwards, and this can be pretty hard to deal with without putting yourself at great risk. Lee can however somewhat cheese this situation with his evasive forward 4. This move goes under all highs and also sometimes even beats mids with bad hitboxes. Lee's forward 4 in this situation on block beats Hwoarang's jab strings, right foot forward 4-4, and even his right foot forward down forward 4 mid check, among other things. This forces the Hwoarang to go deeper into the mind game to avoid eating a full combo just for trying to frame trap. Forward 4 can even beat Hwoarangs that are looping this move, allowing for a float conversion if you're quick enough. Be careful about overusing forward 4 like this though. If the Hwoarang catches on, you'll easily get launched with a simple down forward 2, or even called out with a duck for a full combo punish. Lee has a lot of super good moves that do significant chip damage to the opponent on block. Among these are forward 2, forward 4-1, up forward 3+4, while running 3-4, and even back 4. All of these are plus on block to varying degrees and add solid grey health damage to the opponent. Using these to build damage whilst also pressuring, especially in heat, is a super good way to quickly overwhelm your opponent and force them into making mistakes. I personally love using freaker jabs and cancels to fake out my opponent and keep the pressure going. Be careful however, as most of these chip moves are high and can be punished hard if your opponent calls you out. Lee's punch parry is one of the best in the game. It has normal startup frames, but if you land it, it gives a guaranteed knockdown and wall splat, whilst also switching sides with the opponent. But did you also know that you can guarantee down forward 4-4 from this parry for a heat engage, but slightly less damage? You can also call out your opponent's defense by going for some slightly riskier but higher damage options, like 1-2-2-3 if they hold back, or a hop kick for a full combo if they hold down back. These are great options, but can be dangerous to attempt if you guess wrong on your opponent's defensive option. So make sure you know which way that they're gonna turn. From a 2-2-3 wall splat, you can almost always land a back 4 to resplat into 4-up-3 for massive damage. This is consistent on axis, and even if the first hit whiffs, you'll still get the full combo. If you're off axis, you can also convert this into a full combo with some awareness, so definitely practice this to maximize your damage. Did you know that Lee can break hard wall breaks from a single wall splat? This is most effective and useful from his 1+2 throw, which wall splats but doesn't add to the wall break counter, since you need 2 strong hits to break the wall. Using forward 2 to tornado on the wall actually adds to this counter and allows for you to break the wall immediately and convert into high damage combos. Very useful to keep in mind to capitalize on people who don't practice those throw breaks. Hitting Lee's up back 3 close to a wall when, for example, an opponent wakes up wrong after a wall combo can give you some interesting follow-ups. Against a normal wall you can do your down 4 string to get solid extra damage. However, you can also land down forward 4-4 from this knockdown, which leads to some really good combos from, for example, Wall Blast, and from balcony breaks. So be sure to practice this and be ready for it in your games. King's down back forward dropkick can be one of the most annoying lows to deal with in the game. It might seem slow, but it's chunky, low crushes and can be really tough to punish. The normal punish for Lee would be to simply dash up and do up back 3, but if you want to maximize your damage, you can actually float it with a really difficult backdash into back 3-3 pickup. One difference in Lee from Tekken 7 to Tekken 8 is that in Tekken 7 you had to go into Hitman stance to get a combo from counter hit down 3. This limits you to what options you can do on a normal hit since you're locked into that stance. However, in Tekken 8 you can also combo without Hitman stance simply by inputting back into back 3-3. This is very quick but drastically improves the move and your options after hitting, making it that much more threatening. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. I hope you learned something from this video that you didn't already know. I won't make any bold promises like last time, but I do also have a few more tips to share, so with some luck you'll see those before next year this time. For now, take care and I hope you have a marvelous day.